All right, we got some makeup or breakups here. Would you stay in this relationship? How would you respond? This email that we got, mail@kvjshow.com, says, I recently got out of a 6-year-long relationship and I just started dating somebody new. Our first date was just 3 weeks ago. So I was a little bit caught off guard over the weekend when he asked me what we would be doing for the holidays. I'm just not sure that I'm ready to take this guy home to my family. Look, he is super sweet, and in the 3 weeks we've been hanging out, he's been great, and I love it, but this is a little too much too soon. So I told him that I wasn't really ready for all that yet, and he said, okay, well, that's fine. I mean, I'm not really trying to invite myself to go see your family, but would you come and meet mine? I'm still thinking about it, and I'm wondering, is this a bad idea? And would this chase you away from a solid 3-week-long relationship? What do you think? Would that freak you out if a guy you've been dating for 3 weeks is wanting you to come and meet his family for the holidays, Virginia?
It just depends on what your vibe with him is. Like, is this a guy that you really like?
Yeah,
I know
for
you
3
said
weeks.
you just started hanging out, and you are you vibing him a lot? Could you see a future with him? 3 weeks into a relationship, you have an idea of whether or not you could see yourself with this man. They say women know within the first hour of meeting a guy if they're going to sleep with him or not, and that's true.
Where did you get that from? Womanlies.org?
Bitchfacts.com. I think that you should go. If you like him and you see a future with him, why not? Go have fun.
Okay, what about you, Bird? How would you feel? You've been dating somebody for 3 weeks and like, hey, would you come meet my family for the holidays?
Look, if it's one of them things where you guys are spending so much time together in 3 weeks and it's one of them whirlwind romances and you guys are so super close, I don't think it's that odd to ask, but I also don't think it's that odd to decline it either. Just say you can't make it. This doesn't have to be a big deal. Say, sorry, I've got other plans for Thanksgiving. Thank you for the invite, and I'll see you later.
Look, he's proud of you. He wants to show you off to his family. These are all good things. Stop being afraid of love. Open your heart and jump in with 2 feet. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But what if it's fantastic?
If I liked somebody, it would not freak me out.
It should not freak you out if you like them.
But it also, I probably wouldn't go either 3 weeks in just because I think that is kind of soon. But it wouldn't freak me out because I think sometimes people just invite people over for Thanksgiving.
He's trying to be sweet, and he's proud of you.
I think maybe the 6-year-long relationship she recently got out of might play into it as well, that just her mind and heart is not ready to jump into that kind of attachment yet.
Don't let the mistakes of one man affect your relationship with a new man. You let every man start fresh and let him make his own mistakes, not the baggage that you bring from the last man.
Also, though, sometimes 3 weeks is just too early to meet someone's family, which is completely okay because you're still trying to get to know that person.
Yeah.
And I don't think you're letting your relationship ruin anything. It's only 3 weeks.
She brought it up.
For what?
She brought up the 6-year-long relationship. So she is thinking about that.
But what I'm saying is, whether I had a relationship that I just got out of or not, 3 weeks is still pretty darn early to meet somebody. And I think it's okay to not. I don't think it's just necessarily letting her old relationship ruin this.
Yeah.
Getting in the way.
The thing to me is just the level of comfort you have. You're barely comfortable with him. And then going and sitting at someone's house for an extended period of time could be very uncomfortable and really tough.
Or it could tell you everything you need to know about this man. This could be an exploratory mission to figure out what he's really about. When you see a guy with his family, you really understand how he treats women, how he treats his mother, how he treats his sister. I would so go on this trip.
I can see a lot of people not wanting to go. I think it is way too early, but I don't think it should freak you out though.
Okay. Yeah, 75% of people on the KBJ TV chat said that it would not chase him away from a 3-week-long relationship. And there are people back and forth. Seems like people are kind of open to going and meeting his family. The one thing I would encourage you to do, though, is kind of let him know, be like, hey, I would try to get a time limit set on it, because sometimes going to meet the family is you show up in the morning and then you just kind of sit around until nighttime. And if you're there 8, 9, 10 hours, that could be a long
But what
day.
if they're fun? What if they're drinking and playing games and you get into it?
Could be. I think to me, when I go into a situation like that, I like to have an out.
You have to. It's like going on a boat with somebody. Oh, I'm just going out for the afternoon. No. When are you docking, leaving?
Yeah.
If you go on the boat with me, you don't have an out.
And that's why you don't see me on many boats in Virginia anymore.
I'm bringing you for an all-day tour.
Okay, what do you think about this? Is this a makeup or a breakup here? It says, I had a pretty good first date over the weekend, and I've been asked for a date to come up this weekend. Now, I'm considering it, but there is just one thing that he did during our dinner date that kind of left me a little uncertain. At dinner, to get our server's attention, my date would tap his water glass with his fork. Now, the server wasn't necessarily taking forever. It was just, how he would summon them when he noticed that we needed something. His tactic was effective, but it did also bring the eyes of the restaurant to our table. I even said, hey, will you please not do that? He was a little surprised when I did say that, saying, hey, look, it's something I've always done and nobody's ever saying to me before. And, servers want to know if you need them and they want to take good care of you, so they get a really good tip. And he did wind up giving a really good tip, and the server did respond. So is it that big of a deal? Virginia, you're over there making grunts and groans.
I didn't hear that.
He tipped well. It's just when he needed something, ding, 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 and we get their attention and they come running over.
Everybody in the restaurant also looks at your table.
Yeah,
It's rude.
you said that.
You are an idiot. He's undateable. This is a breakup.
It's so obnoxious and so 1955. I can't stand it. I would say something to a person who
She
did that.
did.
But to a point where they would know how wrong and how stupid they are to do
If
that.
you do that again, I'm getting up and our date is over. That's how I would let him know what's up.
That's almost as bad as the snap.
The snap. This is worse than the snap.
Well, he's saying, look, I need a way to get their attention. I need something, and they want to take care of me, so they get a great tip. And I do tip very well.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. No one at the other tables knows you tipped well. They just know that you're an idiot.
You come off like a D-bag. It's awful.
It's
Okay.
undateable.
Wow. All right. That's a huge no. Huge
Yeah,
no.
because it makes you look bad too.
Yes.
And you're wearing their stank on you as well.
You're on Team Tap
They
Glass.
think you approve of that.
Totally.
All right. 85% in KVJ TV chat room say they will not do a second date with this tool.
There you go.
Okay. All right. They've spoken.
This is how we do. It's the KVJ Show.